Planet Earth, just like us, is a living, breathing organism. And just like humans, when it gets sick, it heats up to kill the virus or disease. Right now, our planet is sick, very, very sick, and it's heating up big time to kill the disease. And that disease is us, humans. The instances of larger hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, airborne diseases, dirty or lack of water, rampant violence are all a direct result of the human species, and we're taking more than we are giving back. When I was born in the 1950s, there were 2 billion people on this planet. Today there are 7.4 billion people, projected to hit 12 billion by the year 2100. Along with that human growth has come with it an industrial revolution in the form of energy development, transportation, and agriculture that this planet has never seen before. The excess heat being produced by 7.4 billion humans is being trapped in our atmosphere and absorbed by our oceans. Hurricanes feed off those warm waters. Wildfires feed off the dry land conditions. And even if you're not convinced that humans are contributing to these problems, shouldn't we all be on the same page to better our planet and all its occupants? The most efficient way to deal with a disease is to get to the root of the problem, not just ignore it, or take a pill or apply a Band-Aid to stop it, but to stop the problem and its root cause. When it comes to human health, the root cause of most health problems is what we eat 3 times a day, as well as other abuses we do to our bodies. With education and support, humans can improve their diet, they can incorporate more regular exercise into their lives, and stop the bad habits like smoking, alcohol, and drug abuse. When it comes to planetary health, the root of the problem is us. So what can we do about it? I, like everyone else, want to come home to a nice warm home every day. I want to drive my car anywhere I want to go. I want to go on periodic trips around the world by plane. And the energy and transportation industry is very important to the human lifestyle. But thanks to the many visionaries our species has produced, we are now seeing the beginning of an energy and transportation industry based on renewable energy in the form of sun and the wind. And that's awesome. A number of individuals are switching to solar energy for their homes or electric cars, but not all of us are financially able to do so as of yet. The time frame to switch to 100% renewable energy is going to be a long and expensive process and will be fought the whole way by industries who are profiting off the present system. But there is an industry which most people aren't aware of that is the biggest contributor, 51%, to the warming and polluting of our planet, more than the energy and all the transportation industries in the world combined, and that's animal agriculture. Because of our demand for animal protein, an industry has been born in less than 100 years that is a leading cause of multiple things. First, deforestation. We need more trees, not less trees. These trees absorb the carbon dioxide and breathe out the clean oxygen that we need to survive. Water shortage. There's only 1% of fresh water available to all life on this planet, and animal agriculture takes close to 50% of that fresh water. The rest of our planet's water is salt, 97%, and ice, 2%. And then there's food shortage. The reason that animal agriculture needs so much water is to grow the grain and corn and soy and alfalfa and hay to raise the 70 billion land animals being raised for food annually. And those animals create dead zones, ocean dead zones. Because those 70 billion animals create over 100 times more waste, feces, than humans with no sanitation system, that animal waste ends up in our streams, rivers, and oceans, killing all life it comes in contact with. And then there's the airborne diseases. To keep those billions of animals from dying of disease through their short life before they're sent to slaughter, they're given 80% of all the antibiotics available in this world, creating an antibiotic-resistant airborne diseases that spread quickly across our sick planet. And then there's human sickness. The science is overwhelming today, showing that animal-based diets are the leading cause of virtually every disease humans are experiencing. And then there's the human violence. Violence creates more violence, and there's not a more violent industry than is raising billions of animals for food. Food that is eventually killing us from those animals' grave, and that grave is the human body. Fortunately, there is one single act that all humans on Earth can participate in, and can do so at their very next meal and every meal after that, which will force an end to an industry of factory farming and begin the healing of our planet and us immediately. That one single act is to stop eating animals, stop rearing animals, and stop using animals for any resource. It is not necessary in the modern world we live in now. Everything on this earth revolves around money, and demand determines where that money goes. We as a human species need to demand plant-based foods grown directly for human consumptions and not filtered through an animal first. Solar panel, the sun is the center of all life on this planet and is given to us freely. And compassion, to treat every animal on this earth, and humans and non-humans, with respect, compassion, and love. One single act that every one of us can do right now and forever to better all life. Thank you so much for listening to me. Let's all practice compassion and heal our planet. And the way to do that, it starts at our dinner table. With one single act.